On today's video, I'll be showing you how I made $530 trading ES as a semi-profitable day trader. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing I always do is I always make sure that we have all of our liquidity in high time frame gaps marked on our charts on both indexes. And I did this and I realized that NASDAQ was the more bearish index and there was an SMT, and ES was the more bullish one. As you can see from this right here, we can see that we already swept it on NASDAQ, but we did not sweep it on ES yet. So immediately I'm thinking buys from ES, and we actually tapped down into this little gap right here. And I actually noticed that we also have equilibrium and 79% on NASDAQ, and we almost break structure on the 5-minute, and we already have that retracement on NQ. So I obviously go on ES and look for longs, and I kind of noticed that we have equilibrium on the 1-minute, obviously, but then we get this little break right here on the 1-minute. And honestly, I should have just waited for a 5-minute break, but recently I've been trying to get like into the trades a little more for the 1-minute, but in some cases it works, in some cases it doesn't. But I really should have waited for that to be broke. But I do long here with stops down here, and then we have all this to target. I think I go up one more. So this is what my trade's looking like, and then I have my break even right here. This is just for my break instruction where I should have really entered in at, but since I do my 1-minute instead, I've been getting a little bit more of my trades recently. So this is what we're looking at right now, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna see how this thing unfolds, even though we already kind of know. We kind of get some drawdown real quick, I'm not gonna lie, was a little scary, and this is why I should have waited for that 5-minute break up here. And I've also been, just going straight off of like the bearish index, getting equilibrium in a break, but we also got our equilibrium on ES right there on that move down. As you see, we never really got a break of structure to the upside, which is why I think we moved down on ES, because usually I wait for my bearish index to get bullish, but I didn't this time for some reason. But it's alright. So we're kind of in this, I'm getting a little nervous down here, I'm not gonna lie. And then out of nowhere we just start pumping, and this is where I technically should have entered in at. Probably would have just went to the 1-minute and wait for this break here, and then I would have entered off that. But as you see, we finally got a break on NASDAQ and everything, and then we started going bullish on ES a lot more. So we're in this thing, and I hit my first partial, and then kind of get a little drawdown to this 5-minute gap. 5-minute gap gets respected, breaks on top, I go break even, and yeah, we're just riding it to these highs pretty much, and we smack these highs. And yeah, that's how I made $535, I think, as a semi-profitable day trader trading ES. Peace.